Hey guys! So today's stream is going to be a little more laid back. I'm going to be mostly just doing a live drawing today. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I gotta find my display. Where is it? Oh, hold on. We're having a bit of technical difficulties. Here we go. Boom. Alright, so I'm just going to be continuing off from the last drawing I did in the last stream. And just finishing up this drawing and everything, so yeah. But funny story. So I ended up not having like a video idea for this week, so I was just like, I'll just do a live stream today. Just so I can have something going on for today. So yeah, okay, I got the right brush on here. Oh, I do not have my music playing. Oh no. There you go. Yeah, so let's see, what layer is this? This is the little top part. So wait, then what's this layer? Oh, okay, that's the choker and the space. This is like a constant problem I always run into. It's like, oh yeah, I know, I think I'm gonna remember these layers, and then I get back to drawing it and I'm like, no, I don't remember these layers. Hey, do I have, no I do not. I don't have my mirror tool on. Yeah, the mirror tool is like a very helpful tool when drawing. I've talked about this before, but it's like really, really helpful. Helps cut a lot of that work in half, especially when you're doing environments and stuff. Wait, how does this? Oh, it's been a while since I've worked on this drawing. Like, I just kind of like left it and just like not touched it in like a gazillion years. So wait a minute. So, God, this is the worst. I don't know where my sketch is. So, oh, wait. Just adjust that. Okay. Then I just go through and just erase this part. Oh yeah, so today's stream is also going to be kind of short too. So if I just like yeah, so I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. But so being that today's stream is going to be short, I'm not going to have time to do any sort of gaming and stuff after this, so I'm just going to focus on drawing. Like I said, like, you know, not working on this drawing in like some time, I'm sitting here going like, man, I kind of forgot my vision for it. My computer is already taking off. Oh my god. Anyway. Okay. Hat. I can line. I know how to line. It's gonna work. Yeah. I was also thinking too that maybe after I get to a stopping point on this drawing, because I'm almost done with this one, all I have to do is finish the last bit of like line art for this, and then I can like move into coloring and stuff. That'll be fun. But I was thinking about oh, hey. I'm glad you can join me on today. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm after I finish this drawing, I'm going to work on my manga a little bit. So like I somewhat promised, you might be able to see some of the dialogue. I don't know if Dakota's here. Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be exciting. Oh, also good news. I am feeling a lot better since my cold from earlier this month. So there is that. Well, actually, it was the end of last month, but yes, there is that. Oh, I just noticed the chat is kinda wonky. Let me fix that. I can't actually see it. Wait. I don't understand. What did I do to this thing? Oh, okay. But yeah, to continue on with my drawing here. But like I was saying, yeah, it's been a while since I was working on this drawing, so I'm like, I gotta sit here like, bro, I don't even remember where I was going with it. So I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I'll try and follow my guidelines here, but like my guidelines are, well, they're doing their thing. But I was saying earlier that today's stream was going to be short as well. So there is that. Oh snap. I just realized my symmetry tool is not on. Or mirror tool, that, or the mirror tool as I like to call it too. I'm going to have to erase this part and then try and redraw this part again. This is one of those silly things that happens even when I'm like recording my speed drawings. That happens a lot. I'm like, oh snap, I forgot to turn on the symmetry tool. Oh snap, I erased this part. I'm going to end up creating another layer just to help myself out. I do have to say it is kind of awkward for me to draw on my PC because I don't typically draw on it. I usually draw on my MacBook, but that's okay. Oh snap, I did a not so good over here. I need to restamp. Ew. So, Shake, how was your day? How has it been going? Just gonna wait a little bit because I know there's a bit of a delay between responses on stream. Oh, good. Just had a morning shift. Oh, dope. So the rest of the evening you're free. That's cool. Okay, I see where I'm. Though it started snowing today. Oh, wow. Yeah, look, I won't get the taste of the snow. I live in the South. Hopefully you didn't have any trouble navigating through it, though. I hope I didn't erase the other side. Okay. Create me another layer. Yeah, understandable, no trouble. Friend drove me to work. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Ha! I keep bringing up my little toolbar. Please go back down. Go by. Move. Dang. The struggles. See, this is like one of the only plus sides to like having a MacBook kinda. Like you can put the little taskbar up on the other side. Oh, how about you? I'm doing well. Like I had said a little earlier, just getting over, like, finally relieved of the cold. Um, it's, of course, the temperature is dropping now since, it's winter. So, I mean, no, almost winter. So there is that. It's cold in my room. lost my train of thought earlier. I was saying something. Oh well, it must not have been that important. Let's see. I'm thinking that I'm just going to start like doing some coloring ahead, like a little bit ahead of time in here. Oh my god, the struggles are real. Yeah, congrats. Winter can be tough with colds. Yeah, like because in the South, you know how the weather, be like it will switch a lot. So that's what we were experiencing a lot of times. So I was very susceptible to catching a cold at that time. I was like, well, that sucked. But yeah, I got better. Minus! I'm here now. Just got done cleaning the bathroom. Awesome. Happy of you to join. Okay, I just turned off the layer, and now I'm and I keep erasing on the same layer, knowing full well it's not the right layer. But yeah, like I was telling Shake, this stream is going to be a little on the short side, and on top of that, I'm going to be mostly doing a lot of art stuff. Yes, welcome, Minus. Let's see, so colors clear. Colors. Colores. Skin. Try to make sure I label my layers, because like I'll end up having like over hundreds of layers done, mostly because of like the background and all that stuff, and it's like, well, I got lost. Colors. I don't know what colors to use, but I'll figure it out. The best thing to do when you don't know what colors to use is just throw whatever you're thinking, or throw whatever you got on it, and just like guess. Like, you figure it out as you go. And it's okay to change your mind in the middle of it. Oh, Minus, did you ever get to see the, my little showcase from, what's it, last? Oh, you want, I'll say last stream, where I was, doing the little, manga showcase. Naming layers is recommended, otherwise you will have your draft on your outline. Yes, that is true. That is very true. It is like the worst thing ever to be like coloring or drawing on the wrong layer, and then you're like, oh crap. And undo can't save you. But yeah, like I was saying, so I was just telling Shake earlier that I'm going to, like, once I get, hopefully if there is enough time when I finish this, I will be able to do a I'll be able to work on the what's it, my manga. I don't know why my brain was like, what am I working on? I was there just lurking in the shadows. Ah, understandable. Have a nice day. But yeah, so I'll be doing a little bit of working on that. I don't know if I'm going to be like working on a previous page or making another page, but I will be working on the manga. Ah! Click twice. I'm gonna make a specific layer for the sword itself. So we're gonna call this sword. And then I'm gonna do my best to draw all the details. I don't even know the reference I used. I don't even know if I used reference. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wait a minute. The sword is not symmetrical. Oh no. Well, it's okay. I can always just move it later. That's the good news about drawing digitally. But if I was drawing on paper, well, I just had to commit. Man, it's gonna drive me nuts, the fact that it's like, it's not lined up. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna draw all of the like little details in the jewel itself. I'm gonna like do what I did for like, what's it? The speed drawing I did with She Who Bears No Name, where instead of me actually like drawing the actual details of the gem or whatever that was all over her, I just used the what's it? The I'll draw a blank of what it's called. It's a filter thing. I don't know why I'm forgetting the name of this stuff. Essentially, it makes like stained glass for you already. I forget what it's called though. And suddenly, I hit my knee on the desk. Right? So I'm going to do this. In my quest for more details, it only makes my work that much harder for myself. Okay, so I'm going to erase this part, so that way that won't be there. Yo! What's going on, Bahamut? I saw a PewDiePie video recently of the 30 days of drawing, and I find it wholesome. Oh! I'm gonna have to watch it. Alright. Sometimes to my own detriment, like adding more details can be like a crime, which is kind of the problem I'm having with Magnolia, the fact that she's overly detailed. But, you know, that's a personal gripe. It's like no one else has to suffer with drawing her except me. And yeah, I created her. Isn't that a funny story? You're drawing a... Hold on, I'm having a hard time reading that. You're drawing a bug-type Power Ranger? Nah, let me actually zoom out, because this is a drawing I was working on from the first stream I've ever done. She has no name, no story, no nothing. It's just a random character I drew. But right now I'm working on, like, the hilt of the sword that she has in her hand. And, like, I was saying earlier that I was struggling so much with trying to, like, remember what I had originally planned for this drawing. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm going off the cuffs here. Just making stuff up as I go. As one does. Yeah, so I guess it was kind of like a... Oh, it was a necklace. That's it's the hilt of a sword. Oh wait, there's a delay in the... That's right. I forget there's a delay in the stream. Wait a minute. Oh, I drew on the wrong layer. Minus, I did the one thing you warned me not to do. I thought it was a helmet. Hey, fair enough. I've tried trying to draw something Power Rangers related, but it's something I grew up on, but yet somehow cannot fully achieve such things. As you can tell, I am very focused on this because, yes. Kind of made the lines a lot thicker than I was intending. Oh, I can make it work. We do what we must. Okay, so for the actual hilt itself... Oh no, right! Wait! You know what? Let me just go with the... You had one job back to college with you and you relearned the basics. Well, hey, look, I was trying, okay? I did my best. I was momentarily, distracted. That's what I'll say. I'll say that. Like, I had kind of sort of forgot, somewhat. I'm gonna have to make another layer because I need to do this specifically. And then come around like that. Erase this part. Okay. Yeah, it's like I was saying, it's kind of throwing me off because the sword is like, it's not exactly fully on it. Or rather, where the symmetry lies, it's not exactly directly on the hilt of on the sword itself, because I guess at some point I had moved it. I don't know, man. It's tripping me out. But I'll make it work. Oh, well, I had kind of widened it out at the bottom. As you can see, I'm trying my best to figure it out. Because I'm like, okay, the way how I designed the hilt is specific. It's like, it's narrow up top, but then it kind of widens towards the, oh, come on, I know the part of the sword. It's the part right here. I know the name of it. I can't think of it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like this, and then I'm gonna kind of... oh snap, I hit the wrong button. Oh no! I forget it's not my MacBook! Yeah. I am once again very focused. I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna weird curve point like that. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear the background, but my computer is taking off. Okay, I can merge these now. Sort. There. And then I gotta find... There it is. Oh. Erase too much? Hey. I'm gonna make the attempt to draw the hand now, and I'm actually gonna label this layer hands. Your computer going to space? Yes, yes it is. It's taken off with the rest of the... Okay. See, because now prior to like the stream and everything, right? Because I was looking at how I did the hand. What's it? This would be the left hand. No, it would be the right hand. If we're facing where she's facing, it would be her right hand. So, I was looking at like how her right hand is like over the hilt of the sword, and I'm sitting there going like, that technically, her hand should be kind of sort of closed, or at least some of her fingers should be like holding the hilt of the sword. At least that's what I was thinking. But you know, hands are kind of tough. Biggest understatement of the year, of course. I'm still debating on at some point playing like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom on stream. I mean, because like they're both kind of long games, though granted I could zoom through them now because I've beaten both of them, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm still debating on that. Because I mean, on one hand, I could sit there and like talk about everything that I like about the games, and also sit there and complain about certain shrines I hate. But just to take a second and nerd out about it. I don't know, what y'all think? Would you guys be interested in seeing me play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, or both on stream at some point? Hi! Is it Lime Does Art? Hello and welcome to the stream. I am, of course, arting. Woo. I was just asking everybody, hey, would y'all be interested in seeing me play Tears of the Kingdom on stream at some point? Or Breath of the Wild. They're both. I don't mind. Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna be like sitting there and be like speed running the game without using actual speedrunning strats. It is fascinating how I did this hand. That's all I have to say. I don't want to be stuck at this hand for like 60,000 years, but at the same time, I'm like, how in the heck? Okay. If you want to play it, okay. Yeah. I do. That is a fact. I do. I'll just have to like create another file for Tears of the Kingdom, and for I already have another one for Breath of the Wild. I just don't have another one for Tears of the Kingdom, so I'll do that. I don't understand how I did this hand. Because, like, I'm trying to make it make sense to where it's, like, grabbing the hilt, but at the same time... You know what? I should actually just look at a reference instead of just trying to, like, go for my brain. I am currently on Pinterest on my phone. Finding a reference. Oh, well, I found my old reference I was using. That looks really good so far. Thank you. Yeah. Been working on this one since like the last stream. I just kind of left it alone for like some time, but yeah. I say again for the 5th millionth time. Let's see. So it would be like, yep. You know what? I'm gonna just follow my guidelines. I'll figure it out later. Oh, there goes my computer. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... There's that hand right there. Oh, I just kept saving. I didn't hit undo. Oof. One thing that I do find that makes drawing, well, literally anything easier is like focus on the shape of it and not actually like drawing what it looks like. You know what I mean? You just picture it as if it was a silhouette. I do art, and one thing I can't draw is hands. Yeah, hands are hands. They just don't make a lot of sense for some reason. It's like the one thing where it's like, how does it work? How do these things segment? Yes, they're so hard. Yeah. It's tough. And erasing that. Alright, so I'm gonna head back into coloring mode. Actually, no, wait. Before I go do that, I need to erase some things. I erased too much. I still did it. If I just make the brush smaller, it can make it so much easier to maneuver. Overcomplicating my brain cells. Hey. Now that I've cleaned that up, I'm going to go back to the hand layer again and draw this hand. This one, since it's not really in the shot, I don't have to necessarily put that much work into it. There you go. I was like, wait a minute, it's got to be about the same size. And then you got this part of the hand over there. And then now just cover it up. I'm sitting here hurting my neck when I have a stand. I normally draw characters with hands behind their back to avoid drawing hands low. I used to do that too. Like, no joke, no lie, I used to do that too. But I knew I eventually had to start drawing hands. Because if I didn't do it, I would never learn, right? It's tough. Like, I say that even as somebody who's been drawing for like, I will say eons. I'm going to call it eons. It is hard. But, like I had said a little earlier, always focus on the shape of it and not necessarily like the hand itself. So if you could give an idea that it's a hand, you're good. It's like, we're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for letting people know it is the semblance of a hand. At least that's what I always keep. That's kind of the rule I keep to myself when it comes to drawing, like hands or drawing anything in general. It's like, oh yeah, just focus on the idea and the shape of it. We could like improve later on. Just get the point across, you know. I noticed that this part right here kind of sticks out, but I don't know if I really want to draw it. That's the funny thing about it. It's like, do I really want to draw that part? Yesn't. I noticed this line is a little squiggly, but that's okay. We're going to leave it. It's part of the work. It makes it look nice. Okay, so I'm going to erase this part of the hair because you won't see it over the sleeve. Back in my day, we didn't draw hands. Instead, we draw little circles on the end of the arms. That is true. We did. But you do what you must. What's your favorite video game? Oh, you know what? That's actually kind of tough. Man. Because I'm like, honestly, I'm like a really big fan of like Kirby, but I'm also a big fan of Legend of Zelda, but I'm also a big fan of Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and then I'm also a fan of like Luigi's Mansion and all that, so I'm like, it's kind of hard to really choose what is my favorite, you know? I guess it depends on like, what's my favorite at the time of playing. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's, be tough. I'm just kind of doing whatever with these patterns on this sleeve. I'm like, yeah, just weird triangle things. Yes, draw. Y'all can't see, but I just turned my tablet sideways just so I can draw it. I'm drawing like I'm drawing in my sketchbook. Okay. Just trying to make sure I got the other sleeves pattern. I got to go because it's real late. Oh, okay. Well, it's nice for you to have joined us. Hopefully you can come back some other time. Whenever I go live again. Have a good night, though. Ah! I did it again. Pulled up my taskbar. There's gotta be a way I can, like, lock that bad boy. And, like, it not, like, keep popping up on me. Oh, well. I just power through it. I'm thinking, processing, letting it sink in, cleaning up outlines, just so it makes some sense. Wait, maybe I could... Ooh, too many undos. I'm late to the party, but I'm here. Hey, Dakota! Happy of you to join us. Yeah, I'm mostly just sitting here, like, staring at this and trying to figure out what my line art was. I'm probably gonna make a joke about that at some point. This looks awesome so far. Thanks! Yeah. As you can see, this is the drawing I was working on from the first stream. I kept my word. I am finishing it. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna go on this layer instead and do this. That way we could get away with being a little messy when we're drawing some of the details. Layers are your friends. Always remember that. Okay, and then you do it like that, and then we go up like this, and then you just kind of make it a little weird, because why not? Ah! Oh my god, that looks amazing. Thank you! Alright, let's, got a little... Okay, so actuality, this would actually be up like that because the little thing is like ruffle, I don't know, frillies. So it would be like kind of upward like that almost. And then I would do this side over here. Actually, I should do this side right here and then do it like that. I am currently sitting like a shrimp. This is great. Who needs your back? This song fills me with determination. I'm going to need to go like that. Alright. There you go. That makes a little more sense. Okay. I think I can now start, like... Well, I'm gonna, like, clean up some of the, like, excess amount of, like, lines that aren't supposed to be here. I feel like I constantly go into shrimp mode when I'm drawing. Well, yeah! It's just... It's like a natural thing to do, I guess. All artists become shrimp. But like I was saying, I'm gonna, like, clean up the rest of these, like, any access lines and stuff that don't need to be here, and then I'm gonna go back to coloring again. Kind of sort of made the skin. Ooh, wait a minute, what's going on over here? Oh snap! Do you have any tips about live streaming? Been thinking about doing one, but I have problems with talking a lot. Everything looks good. So as far as, like, live streaming, I would recommend having a plan already. Like, have an idea as to what you're gonna talk about and what you're gonna do on stream ahead of time, and then proceed to live stream. I find that helps me a lot if I already know what my goal is. And then I go ahead and just, like, start streaming. But a lot of times, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, for the most part, because, like, you know, at first you're going to be kind of awkward and kind of be like, oh no, I don't know what to say. And, you know, be mostly quiet most of the time. But the more you do it, the better you will get. A lot of this is mostly practice. And overall, just being yourself, too, while you're on stream. And always stream things you like to do, right? So, if you want to do, like, you want to stream while you're gaming, you could do that. Or if you want to, you know, stream you draw, or have it where you're streaming and you're drawing, you can do that, too. But like I said, this one of those things where it's like you should definitely plan it out ahead of time. Oh yeah, another thing I should mention too when it came to streaming, at least oh okay, makes sense. Yeah. I find also it's helpful too to talk about it with somebody as well, as to any streaming ideas you may have. So that could also help with your planning process too. And again, I'm mostly speaking from my experience so far with doing streaming. Man, I wanna, like, as I'm listening to this music, I'm sitting here going like, dang. I want to go back and work on my book right now, but I can't at the moment. I'm streaming. Okay. Yeah. Oh But yeah, if y'all have like any other questions, like rather it's pertaining to like streaming or YouTube or art, storytelling, whatever, feel free to ask. I would be more than happy to answer those questions. Or just anything nerd related. Even if it's like, oh yeah, so like, any Zelda theories? Stuff like that. I encourage the conversation. Yep, it's shaping up to look very nice. Lol. Okay. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so I can see a little clearer what I'm doing. Okay, so now all I have to do is like draw that sword. Ooh, looks like I'm missing the other side of the sleeve, and then some like hair details I need to add in there just to show that it's hair, I guess. I don't know. I like to add more lines to the hair and stuff just to add more detail. Honestly, writing was another passion of mine until I attempted music making. And sometimes I want to try writing again, but I've been busy with music and art. I do recommend that you do go back into writing, even if it's something small. Just write a little something. Even if it's just like a little bit of lore on the characters and on your characters, whatever. I'm trying to think of what to text, but I never know what. I mean, it be like that sometimes. It really do. But yeah, like I said, speaking of Zelda, I realized one of my characters is the Link because he can't talk. We love our silent protagonists. That just makes it all the better, minus. But yeah, when it comes to writing, like I said, do something small, even if it's just like, oh, I want to describe the world my characters are in or whatever, right? Wait a minute, that's the other part of the... Okay. Let me put the symmetry back on because I actually kind of I want to like... Okay, yeah. So I did it over here on this layer. More erasing. Silent protags are awesome. Yes, they are. The funny thing is, even though they're silent, they're also very expressive. Because, at least for me personally, I find having a silent protagonist to be that much better, because then it feels like I'm on the journey with them, opposed to me watching their journey. That's just how I see it. So I feel more part of the game world, essentially. It feels more grounded to me. Yes, love the expression, right? Love the Link to the Past Link because of his pink hair, since his palette had no room for his actual hair color because of limited space. Yeah. Low dialogue, but a lot of expressions. Right, exactly. That's also one of the reasons why Link is one of my favorite characters. He doesn't have to say a lot, but his expressions are enough. Skyward Sword Link be like the most expressive out of all of them. Well, actually, no. I think every Link is just about the same level of expressiveness. Ow! If Cosm was on here, I'd probably be like, Cosm, tell me about the boy. But that's a story for another time. Okay, so I'm going to. Nope, I could have. Words are unnecessary. Rip for Pokemon. Yes, I agree with this sentiment. Alright, so I'm gonna have to like go like that. Or maybe, actually, I think it would be easier if I zoom out and like make the line. I thought it would work. It's not working. Okay. I'm gonna actually have to take it slow then. There you go. That looks better. Yeah, okay, so I don't have to draw all that. Okay, so put the symmetry back on. And now to draw the fancy looking details on this sword. I like completely changed what this was. Now it kind of looks like the little I don't know what they are, but it's like the little piece on the like the different Mega Man helmets. That little like almost jewel like piece on it. It almost looks like that. Kind of miss drawing like Mega Man characters and then coming up with my own. Used to do that a lot in high school. Minus remembers. Okay, so I'm gonna go like that. Snake around like that. And also erase this. There you go. Okay, and then all I have to do is do these weird triangle diamond details. Actually, they're more like... I don't know why I said triangle. Those are like diamond details. Sometimes I draw details. Details? Yeah, that's correct. I don't know why I doubted myself. But anyway, yeah, sometimes I draw details just for the sake of details. Not because of the fact that it's like, oh, it's necessary. It's just, I just wanted to. The beauty of art is that you can do whatever you want. There are no limitations. The only limitations are you. And your imagination. This is a fancy behind sword. But I'll tell you what, it cuts. Yep. I'm gonna leave it like that. It cuts. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm going to keep that there because I'm about to do some fancy little details on the side here. Oh, actually, you won't see it on that part of it. So go like that. Okay. I have so many art ideas, but burnout always gets me. Yeah, if you're experiencing that, the best way to do it is like, really take your time, you know? Like, if you kind of got like the idea, try your best to try and sketch it. If it's not working out, just like leave it alone. But make sure to write it down. Number one thing you should always do, write down your ideas. Because the last thing you want is to forget about it and it just... Psh. At least I try to practice new poses from time to time. Yeah! So always recommend it. Always practice. Whenever you get it. Whenever you make time for it, of course. Because, it's nothing like, not drawing for like a little bit. And then you get back to it and you're like, oh crap. It's just like, oh no, it's not looking right. Like a certain character I went back to drawing not that long ago. Oh, Raziel, you're both the easiest and hardest character I've ever created. If this taskbar doesn't stop popping up, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm about to fight this thing. Okay, I'm gonna just get rid of this. I don't think I like it all too much. But I'm probably gonna do something fancy later on. Okay, and I have to erase this part of it as well. I have like three pieces that I haven't worked on much in a while. I just feel like I have to go fast, but I really shouldn't. Never go fast. Don't rush. There's no rushing when it comes to art. You take your time, okay? Like, your piece will still be there, to put it that way, alright? And usually when you leave it alone for a little bit, and then you come back to it with your mind fresh and renewed, you can draw it. Or draw something even better, right? Or make it look even cooler. But yeah, don't ever rush, alright? It's not a race when it comes to doing art. You know, you just draw. Okay, I see where I'm going. I was like, I know I'm missing something in this. It's the other sleeve, the other side of the sleeve over here. Okay. I'm going to zoom out now, and I'm going to do the ultimate test of turning off the outline, and I forgot to put some lines and detailed lines in the hair. That's okay, I can add it in. Now, if this was a speed drawing, I would have just been like, tough. But like, move on. Okay. I want to get straight to coloring so I can move on. Okay. And then I gotta get rid of this. Oh my god, no! I erased part of the braid! Oh, well, of course I could just undo really quickly and, like, lose everything I just erased. But that's okay. No harm, no foul. Why do I keep doing that? This taskbar is just it's trying to give me a hard time. Not the braid, right? I somehow managed to erase that. I didn't even know how. Sometimes it's hard to, like, see when you, like, made a mistake like that, and it's like, oh no. So, just to prevent any, like, future casualties, I'm making another layer so that way I can do the rest of the line art for the hair. More lines. No, wait. I'm playing Skyrim right now. Why am suddenly hearing mistakes? Well, because of the fact that I was making mistakes. You looked away for 2 seconds and I made mistakes. That's what happens when you look away, Minus. Okay, yeah, that's how I'll do it. Probably part of the fun of drawing is, like, when you do make the mistakes, it's like, oh no! But then sometimes it ends up, like, looking fine, and it's just like, oh, never mind. Good idea. Yeah. Was fighting zombie. I have looked away. Look away. Well, hey, listen, you know, like I said, because you looked away, I made a mistake. Oh yeah, so oh, I'm gonna talk about this. So earlier, before I started the stream as well, I was playing Sonic Frontiers again because I was still on the DLC for the with the other choice. Essentially, I forget what the DLC is called. But anyway, I was playing it and whatnot, trying to get up on the first tower. It is pure pain. I'm like, every time I get so high, I get so close, and then, like, I happen to overshoot my jump, or I just undershoot the jump, and then I fall, and I'm like, all I could do is scream at that point. I'm just like, no, I just messed it up. I find it crazy that, like, so far, that's, like, the only game I'm, like, kind of struggling with right now. And, like, I'm just taking my time with trying to beat it, but I still want to beat it. Okay, so I gotta do the braid over here. But yeah, I was having a time. I'll say that. It was it just wasn't fun at that moment. Every time I messed up, but at the same time, I was very determined. I was and am very determined to finish that DLC. I'll just say, whoever complained that the game was too easy, they shouldn't have complained. And you didn't fight what's at the top yet? No, I haven't. I haven't even reached the top yet. I've come close, but I haven't gotten there. Like, my little brother has already beaten this section of the game. Like, all he said was good luck to me. Wonderful vote of confidence there. Good luck, have fun. He just left me on my own. Just like, yeah, I had a hard time. Anyway. Okay, good. I had to make sure I didn't have symmetry on, because if I did, I would end up erasing parts of the hair, and then I would have to draw that back, and it would not be fun times for the whole family. I would say the same thing. You know what, Minus? You know what? Nothing. Nothing at all, actually. I have nothing to say. You would say that to me. Do you use a drawing tablet? If so, what kind do you use? Yes, I use a drawing tablet. The one I'm using currently is a Huion tablet. It's the Pro. This is a 13. Is this a 13? I forget the type of tablet I'm using. I forget which Huion tablet. Hold on. Let me pull up my thing. Pull up my stats. Just go look. Oof. Yeah, right? Oh, well, it opened up on this girl. Yeah, it's a Canvas Pro 16. That is what I am using. As you just saw. But yeah, that is what I'm using. I use it all the time when I'm working from home. And then when I'm on travel, I take my smaller tablet, which is a Canvas 13. That is also a Huion. I have long stopped using Wacom. For personal reasons, which I'm probably gonna make a video on it at some point talking about, okay, this is why I stopped using Wacom tablets. Mostly it's because, like, the later ones, the Bluetooth is pretty bad. At least from what I've experienced. I don't know if anyone else has ever had that experience, but yeah, the Bluetooth on the one I had was actually pretty bad. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little more line detail to the hair on this side. One can never add too many lines. Oof, the collar wool. Right. Yeah, now I see. Oh, I get what it is. Wacom is still carrying me. Hey, that's good. That's as good as carrying you, but it sure enough wasn't carrying me. I mean, it got me through college, but like, as soon as I had the money to buy my own my own Huion tablet, I did, and then my friend gifted me with the one I am currently using now. So there is that. Okay, we're back to coloring, ladies and gentlemen. It's... Oh, that's because I'm on my eraser tool. Do you ever, like, when you're, like, drawing, right? You try to, like, color and everything, but then you didn't realize that you had the eraser tool on? I want to save money so I can gift my sister with a tablet. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. I would like to go. I would like to ask, hey, have you been like what type of tablet you're looking at? But I'm like, well, she's watching right now, so that wouldn't be wise to ask that question. Anyway, trying to keep an eye on my time here. I've definitely done that little right. Ah! Taskbar, stop doing this to me. Look, at this point, I might just shrink my screen. Jeez. If this keeps up. Then you, my lucky viewers, would be able to see the background of my desktop. Well, I mean, that's if you didn't see it when I clicked on the, was it the little thing for the Huion, the menu for the Huion. You know, I also thought about playing Dark Souls on stream, but I don't know if I'll ever do that. It's a game I'm learning to get good at. It requires lots of patience and trying over and over and over again. But I don't think that'd be any different than like what's been happening when I was playing what's it? Link's Awakening on hard mode. I don't think it'd be any different than that. Well, as far as like the number of deaths I'll be running into. It'll be hilarious at least. But will be funny for me, the one who's playing. I don't know why I'm like. Oh well. The world may never know. I should ask this question. So, are there any games any of y'all are struggling with playing right now? Even if it's just like one area in the game that's just causing you grief. Because like I said, for me, it's Sonic Frontiers at the moment. Like, every other game I've pretty much just blown through. And then I barely touched my PlayStation, so there's that. After I finish coloring the skin, I'm gonna go straight to coloring the hair, since that's like the second longest thing to color in my entire coloring process. Like, everything else goes pretty quick, but the hair, the skin, For some reason, I have a superiority complex when it comes to game difficulty, and I automatically pick the hardest mode, except horror games, because I don't count. Well, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with, like, going for the hardest mode in the game. I mean, typically, for me, I like to start normal and then work my way to hard. Because sometimes it's like, oh, well, you know, I hadn't played this game in a minute. Or it's like a game that's like, oh, it's my first time playing. I'm not going to immediately go out the gate playing hard. I play hard after I know how to play the game. But yeah, you're the definition of challenge accepted. Okay, so I have your skin colored. I just need to figure out your hair color. I don't even know what color to use. I'm just gonna like... Maybe I could go with red this time. I don't have very many redheaded characters. Like, I have some, but not a lot. I've noticed this when I look through my art. I'm like, I don't have a lot. I struggle to protect a NPC in Xenoverse 2, and that NPC is Brawly. Oh no. I don't see how you would struggle protecting Brawly. Shouldn't Brawly be able to protect himself? I swear Xenoverse 2 be playing as a Resi 4 remake, but that's only because the amount of puzzles to solve in that game is astronomical. I can English. Astronomical. And I'm constantly having to look up walkthroughs. Yeah, from what I remember, the puzzles in Resident Evil are always very difficult. I can literally pick up a game I've never played before and feel an inner urge to suffer on the hardest difficulty. You just like a good challenge, Dakota. That's all it is. Sometimes we gotta play it on hard mode. But I am not one of those people. Y'all. So, I don't know if you noticed this, but I sure enough just now noticed it. I colored the skin on the hair layer. Why did I... What's the point of labeling layers if I'm gonna start making mistakes like this? Okay. Easy fix. Brawly too battle hungry to get involved with any fight, including going against Goku, Vegeta, and worse yet, Super Brawly! Oh my god. Honestly, good luck. That's all I can say is good luck. Literally defeats the whole purpose of layers law. Right, exactly. I mean, like, you know, sometimes you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just doing my own thing, you know, I'm just coloring or doing my outlines, sketching or whatnot, and then you look and you see you're on the wrong layer and you're like, oh, heck. you just accept your fate at that point. You're just like, oh, well, okay. Make it work. And yes, Gogeta joins the fight too. On your team or on the opposite team? Because if it's on the opposite team, all I can do is offer you a little prayer. And good luck. Ah, my eye. It's itchy. As I announce everything I do. As one does. It's a normal thing to do. Wow, it's 7:02 already? Jesus Christ. Oh my. Trying to speed up this process. I'm sorry. I know I said don't rush art, but here's me trying to speed up the coloring process because the base color takes the longest. Gogeta opposite team was super probably not getting enough smoke. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Minus. I'm so sorry. My condolences. Oh, I didn't even connect that line. Oh well, that's fine. It kinda rhymed. Not gonna lie. Then I hear that fan going off now, and I'm sitting there going like, is it because I'm adding color to this? Ah! You see this? It's trying to open Minecraft now. Oh no, was it? Base colors take a while, yeah. Oh, no worries, I beat it, just getting Z rank. Oh my god, if this little heart thing doesn't move, I'm trying to see the rest of the sentence! Okay, Z rank is where the real fun starts. I've heard from Zeta that it's really tough to do. I'm not really a Xenoverse player, so like all I do is hear like the experience from Zeta. He told me about it, and and sometimes I watch and I'm like, that's tough. Anyway, but based on my understanding, getting Z rank on Xenoverse is tough. I've been using a fill brush for a while now. Oh, well, it's just an S right there. Yeah, I don't have that option. I'm using Photoshop. There's a fill bucket, but then I don't ever connect my lines. Because part of my style is just simply just drawing it to speed up the process. Yeah. You do what you must. Work in the most efficient manner. I, on the other hand, have chosen pain. No, but it's not so bad. Sometimes I get lost in my line art, though. I accidentally clicked the enter button. It's fine. I do that too sometimes. Like, I'm in the middle of typing a thought, and then I hit enter, and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't edit it. That's why it's easier, like, at least for me, right? It's easier to speak what I'm trying to say than it is for me to type what I'm saying. This is also one of the reasons why it's hard for me to make friends online. I'm like, nah. Gotta be in person. I gotta make sure I'm seeing where these... Okay. Now I'm seeing where this is going. I've sent a decent amount of two-part messages because of that. Yeah. Look, I feel ya. I've done that too. The true struggles. Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But you gotta admit, it is funny when like you're in the middle of typing a thought or whatever, but you hit enter, and you're like just talking with your friends, so the sentence isn't coming up as something silly. And sometimes autocorrect likes to jump in and, you know, add its little 2 cent to it. And you get the most funniest sentences out of it. Okay. Alright, back to coloring the hair now. After I've identified where the eyes are crud. I just realized this would have to be colored too. Yeah, because this would be coming up like that. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah! Switch to eraser, please. Oh my god, I used to always get autocorrect just because autocorrect thought it knew best. All the pain. Right. Yeah, autocorrect is just... It is both helpful and useless at the same time. It is an oxymoron. I keep looking at my computer screen at the same time I'm coloring and looking at the tablet itself. That's only because, like I said, I'm sitting in an awkward position, so I have become one with the shrimp kind. Ooh, I hit my desk. Oh, I missed part of the skin. Okay, well, I'll go back and color that in a little bit. Join the shrimp! Become one with shrimp! Come, my child. Join shrimp. One of us. We are now shrimp. Maybe I should just start calling every artist should just start calling themselves shrimps now. It's like every time you take shrimp position, yes, I am shrimp. But in all seriousness, it's not good for my back. Okay. Return to shrimp, yes. We are shrimp gang. Shrimp gang, shrimp gang, shrimp gang. I'm also in the process of making myself hungry. This is great. More shrimp. Oh my god. I feel like I'm starting a trend in this group. Oh my god. I feel like by like the next stream, y'all gonna be like shrimp, 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 shrimp. Good thing I had some fries. Minus. You're not helping me. Honestly, you guys are the best. Seriously. That's probably one of the other things I do enjoy about live streaming too. Just interacting with my audience and talking with y'all. Oh my god, I feel motivated to animate a shrimp dancing. Please do! I want to see it! More shrimp. God. I can imagine anybody like just joining in and they're looking and they're like, why is there so much shrimp emojis in the in the chat? What's going on? I'm like, well, here's the context. I have become shrimp and now we are all shrimp. Okay. I'm gonna like color this little bit right here. I want to work on my comic though. Simply must join the shrimp gang. Be shrimp. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. Oh man, I love it. Bloop 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 glub glub. Shrimp. Oh my god. Just so much shrimp. Oh, if Ambi was here, it would make it even better. Okay, I did all that work coloring this braid, didn't turn on the symmetry tool, so now I have to color the other braid without the symmetry tool. Challenge accepted. Who doesn't like making life on hard mode? Or in this case, it's art on hard mode? Yeah. Oh yeah, to talk about another idea I had to. I actually have had a number of ideas what to do at with this channel and, you know, what videos I can do and what I can do on a stream at some point. So I definitely forgot that before. Yeah. But yo, I lost my train of thought. Why do I keep doing that? But anyway, so I was thinking about at some point I'll probably animate on stream. It's probably gonna take a little bit, but you know, I was just thinking about it. It's just like, yeah, that'd be something to do. You'd be like, yes, I animate. I just don't post my animations on my channel like that. Because I'm always like, well, it's not really finished. Well, if there's such thing as posting a whip, you can do that. But I like to give myself a challenge of finishing things within a week. And then I've shortened it to less than a week. My channel is dedicated to whatever I do at this point. Yeah! It really is. But it works in your favor. Yeah. At this stage right now with my channel, I'm just trying to, you know, show a bit more of my personality. Because in general, I'm a very corny person. I'm not going to say I'm hilarious. I'm going to say I'm corny. Eventually, one of these days, you guys will start hearing my dad jokes, and it's going to be over by that point. But 719. Okay. How? I got a dot all the way on the other side of the screen. Well, not necessarily on the other side of the screen, but more like further away from the drawing. This is what happens when you're going at the speed of sound. What's your best pickup dad joke? I always like to make jokes about steaks. But there are no steaks around here, so I can't really make that. I have my funny moments, but when I record myself, I feel stupid. Shrimp. Well, like I said, it's all about, like, just because you got to really keep at it, and you know, eventually you'll get used to it and start coming off naturally. I'll say this, usually when I make jokes, especially if it's like corny jokes, I usually make the pun typically related to something that I'm doing at the moment or I'm seeing at the moment. So I'm more like situational humor, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. I love it. Okay, checking my time. 7:22. Okay. Ah! It screams. Now, probably one of my favorite type of dad jokes is whenever I have to make a point about something. I happen to have a pointy object in hand. Unfortunately, you can't see since I don't have a face cam on. It's like I can't show my pen. Wow, this is... See, having long hair characters, or drawing any character with long hair, is like both a cool thing to do, but the worst thing to do when you have to color said hair. And it's like, well, this is great. I'm fine, how about you? I'm doing great. I've managed to somehow hurt my wrist. How wonderful. Okay. I think I'm going to... I usually don't like to just stop in the middle of, like, coloring the hair like that, but, I want to hop into, like, the, my comic before, like, my time is officially up. Though before I do that, I want to do some shading. Because I like to show off my shading skills. Who doesn't? Grabbing the mirror tool. This is going to be great. Trying to find my... There it is. Ah, the fuck, brushes, where I that? Where would I be without you? Yes, let's see that shading. Oh, right. I missed a spot. There you go. Oh, that's right. Hairs in specific angles, so I will have to show all that. Shading queen. Yeah. I always like to show off my shading on the faces. Yes, a little bit of lighting there, but not a whole lot. Then of course you come in with the really dark, because I like to emphasize. And then I don't know why I moved my pin over like I'm about to sit here acting like I'm ooh, that is way too light. It get over here. Yeah, that worked. That'll do. Honestly, rendering and shading my art is my favorite part, right? For me, it's like, oh yeah, I'm at the end now. But it's also like the most simplest part I do. I'm gonna grab that again. I'm gonna move it up. Then you come in with some more shadow. It's the final lap arrow, right? Grab that. Make it blend. Okay, and then I get going with the specifics. Oh, I can't forget the hands. You ever do that? You like draw, you're sitting there coloring and shading and stuff, and then when you think you're done, you look over, you see you didn't finish shading the hands, and you're like, oh crud. Okay. Let me get rid of the symmetry because we don't need it for hands. Not right now. Yep. Right. Yeah, it just flies over my head sometimes. And other times I forget to color certain details. And then I just roll with it. I'm like, I forgot. Yeah, we'll roll with it. No one else will ever know. I'm the only one who truly knows. Here's looking along. I feel like I always miss a spot somewhere. Right. It's even more common when I'm like doing speed drawings because of the fact that I'm like, okay, I gotta work within this time frame just to finish. Come in with the, yeah, we can push it to white a little bit so you can like really get in. I'm gonna also put a little bit right here. Then go back in with this. They'll never find out exactly. Hey, Dex. Yeah, gang's all here. Now we can all die together. And so I could kind of get away with doing it like that, and then kind of coming down like that, and putting more pressure, easing up on pressure, talking through my process. Yo. Ooh, okay, so I think I could get away with adding a little red in here. I'm gonna bring it down over here, break it, push it over. It's actually gonna be more pink than it is red, but we can get away with it. Oh, that's a bit much. I gotta lighten my hand. And I'm gonna come in with there you go. Can you believe it? I forgot the symmetry tool again. That's what happens when you're in the groove. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep going and going, and then you're like, oh snap, wait, forgot an extra step. Okay, and then I'm going to. Oh, it's 7:35. Dang it! Ow. You know what? I'm gonna allow myself to go overtime. Not the symmetry. Yes, the symmetry. Always the symmetry. The true final boss of my entire art process. Eye color. I'm gonna go with that. There you go. Now it stands out a lot. Tunnel vision, it saves lives. Indeed. Ooh. Look, I like looked over at my my screen and I'm like, ooh, it looks even cooler. Like not facing me, it looks even cooler. Okay. I know I said after I do the shading on the face and everything, I was going to go straight to working on my manga, but I'd be lying if I said I'm not getting a little carried away with trying to, like, the determination to finish has really kicked in. I'm going overdrive. That always happens though. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stop right here, and then I'm gonna keeps working on it. I promise you, I'm gonna stop. But like, I think it's also because of the fact that like the choices I chose in colors, and I'm like, oh snap, they actually look really nice. If I haven't mentioned this before, but half the time I don't ever know what colors I'm going to use for a drawing. I'm literally just like guessing most of the times. I'm like, I guess I'll use this color. I don't use this color very often, so I'll use that too. So it's always great when it works out. Okay, how much more of the hair do I have? I have that whole section over here that I have not colored. That's me when making a new OC for real. I'm just guessing as I go with the colors, right? Just go with the flow. Like, there's no point in trying to overthink it. Just be like, yeah, I'm just grabbing colors, see if it works. And if it doesn't look like it works to you, well, just change the color. And with the magic of clipping mask and what's it, the hue and saturation? Oh yeah, you can change the colors to whatever you want. It's free real estate. I didn't even color this braid. Problems that I give to future me. Oh boy, who's ready for Christmas though? I know I am. I just dated this video. Because I was just like, oh yeah, I was ready for Christmas. But yeah, I love Christmas, right? One of my most favorite holidays of the year, I guess. I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if I could truly say if that's my favorite holiday, but I do enjoy it. Okay. Trigger my time. 7:41. Dang, it'll be 8 o'clock in here in a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get to that, get to working on that comic, so I'll have to push that to another stream. Because this took longer than what I was initially thinking. I was kind of thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna quickly get through like most of the coloring, and then I'm gonna just hop straight onto it. And I'm like, oh, looking at that time. Okay, well, I'm gonna zoom out, and yeah, that's the progress so far. A round of applause in the comments or chat. Alright, so I'm gonna have to end the stream here, and like I was saying, I'm gonna have to pick up on the on drawing the manga or any of the pages in my manga like later. Because I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to close up. Look, he goes so far though, shrimp. Yes. Round of applause. Alright. Alright, it's been fun, guys. I really enjoyed my time talking with each and every one of you and sitting here just drawing, struggling, and whatever other crazy things came over, right? But again, thank you for joining me. It's like I said, it's been great. It's been fun. Yes, bye. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Okay, I do a lot of art things, and I'm gonna start streaming more. So there's that. On top of that, if you want to add any support to the channel, like, you know, monetary support to the channel, you can go on my Patreon. The link is in the description down below. It's JL Phoenix Productions. So, but yeah. Thanks again. Have an amazing day, guys. Or shall I say, have an amazing evening.